So that was SSRF, and SSRF is one of my absolute favorite vulnerabilities to look for. Not only it's a critical or high vulnerability, gets the most payout in some cases, but it becomes really, really fun. There's endless ways of finding SSRF, but it all comes down to really deeply understanding how SSRF works and how the application works and combining the two together in order to find them. For this vuln type specifically, I highly recommend looking for integrations, webhook, anything that actually allows you to feed a URL and pointing it to your server and seeing if the request to your server is being made client side or server side. Is the IP address that's making the request, does it belong to you, or is it a random IP that belongs to this company, or it's coming from an AWS or a cloud instance that the company is using? And when it comes down to SSRF, the biggest thing is you can either look for local network, so you do some recon, find out where the internal services are, point the SSRF to it and see if it renders, or you can actually look for AWS metadata or other cloud providers metadata and seeing if you can pull data from it in that way. And last but not least, I want to make sure I echo this out. SSRF has a ton of different flavors. There is blind, there is the full response SSRF and limited SSRF. So I will play around. If you see a request coming from a server, play around with it, understand what data you have access to and how can you prove impact to the customer's team that's receiving your vulnerability in order to maximize your bounty and also showing impact of your vulnerability based on the things that you have found.